Welcome welcome back to my channel. For months I have been ready to just give up on Warzone with sniping, and I think many of us have been there, honestly. It's just a constant unending string of hit markers and getting absolutely murdered by assault rifles from across the map. I hope you all know the feeling. You spend what it feels like an eternity lining up a perfect, clean headshot on a guy who's barely a pixel on the screen. If I am looking up, it's because my OBS is up top. I just want to make sure I'm still in frame and stuff. So don't worry if I keep looking up. With sniping, you hold your breath, you squeeze the trigger, and you hope for the best. But most of the time, you just get a stupid hollow of a hit marker. And before you can even think about chambering another round, you are absolutely demolished by a beam of an AR. In some people, it's enough to push you over the line to just uninstall the game. As I said, I was close to giving up on sniping entirely, thinking that the developers have killed sniping for good. We've been through many eras of sniping, from like the old Call of Duties up to the newer one. Some of the eras were the Kar 98K, pretty solid sniper if you have the right attachments, and then the days of the Swiss. But this recent inconsistency felt different, to say the least. It felt intentional, like it was a punishment from Activision for trying to play the classic sniper role. But then, after some research, I found this one-shot Hawker HX sniper build. The Hawker HX is a sniper which is from the new... Hold on, let me look. From the Quantum Exchange event. The sniper does cost 100 caps, which you gather in game, and then keep on trying, just gather them until you have enough to get it. But before you click off, this isn't just another meta of the week loadout that will be absolutely nerfed by Tuesday. This is different. This build will give you infinite one-shot headshot range, so it says. And when you pair it with the right SMG, you might feel unstoppable. This build truly has changed the game for some players. And today I'm going to break down every single component, every decision, and every setting, so you can get a feel of what it's like. I was so tired of the inconsistency of just guesswork. Tired of trying to land a 200-meter long shot and then just getting a hit marker. And then you watch other people play the game, like streamers and YouTubers, and they don't have no problem at all. And then you're just like, well, what can I do to make it work? We've all felt that deep burning frustration of trying to figure it out, see what you're doing different from the YouTubers and streamers who hit all them shots. But that's what sent me into looking for hours upon hours of all the attachment combinations available. The result isn't just a build that can hang in the current meta, it's a build that completely dominates it. This is a glorious return to form for true snipers. No more hit markers. No more guessing your shots. Just a clean, satisfying one-shot headshot at any range. If you know the pain, if you're sick and tired of losing fights you know you should have won, then this one's for you. And here's the fundamental problem, right? For the longest time, the problem with most sniper builds is they force you into a painful compromise between speed and power. You could build an assault rifle, which is snappy and quick, with a fast ADS time for them more aggressive approaches with peeking. But to get the snappy, quick and fast ADS time, you have to trade off your bullet velocity and your damage drop off, and you are back to getting hit markers past 80 meters. Or you go the other way, building for pure, unadulterated power, and sure, it hit like a truck, but the thing handled like a rusty cannon on wheels. Your ADS was so slow, you could make a cup of coffee before the scope reached your eye, making you an absurdly easy target for anyone with a half-decent assault rifle. It's a constant, agonising compromise, and my game was genuinely suffering because my tools were inconsistent. Many players needed something that guaranteed a one-shot headshot from any distance without feeling like they was aiming a catapult in the middle of a fast-paced fight. That's the exact problem that this Hawker HX build solves. It delivers that lethal, uncompromising one-shot power without making the gun feel clumsy or leaving you vulnerable. Let's get into it. Here we are. We are on Warzone with the Hawker HX up there. The attachments that make this Hawker HX a true contender for the best sniper build in Warzone is because on its own its pick rate is steadily climbing, with some sources now reporting it's as high as 7.5%, because players are finally catching on to how devastatingly powerful it truly is. Now, to be clear, this isn't some flashy quick scoping montage for multiplayer. This build is for Warzone. It is built for Warzone. It's meticulously crafted for maximum damage, insane bullet velocity and long range precision. First up, you've got the absolute cornerstone of any serious sniper build, the monolithic suppressor on the muzzle. This muzzle, obviously as you can look on the right, it's got a few pros, and it's completely non-negotiable. In a game where information is everything, staying off the minimap is paramount, especially when you're locking down a power position and trying to control the flow of the game. But even more importantly for this build, it gives us a massive foundational boost to our damage range and bullet velocity. This attachment is the first step in making those extreme long distance shots feel more like hit scan. We're already turning a difficult shot into a simple point and click. Give me a second. So next, this is the entire key to the build. We equipped the 23.7 composite 11 barrel. As you can tell, I don't have these attachments as I've only recently unlocked it. But yeah, I've got the 23.7 composite 11 barrel. This barrel is what makes the Hawker HX's infinite one-shot headshot range. When it's combined with an ammo type, it completely removes damage drop-off on headshots. It also juices the bullet velocity to such an insane degree that you barely have to lead your shots anymore. Targets moving at 200, 300, even 400 meters, it doesn't matter. The travel time is so minimal. Yes, it dings your ADS speed a little bit, and you'll feel that, but in exchange you'll get the absolute unwavering confidence that any head you see on your screen is a target you can drop instantly, no matter how far away they are. To counteract the ADS penalty, we're gonna have, I ain't got it, the oral light grip for the rear grip. This attachment is purely here to claw back some of that crucial aim down sight speed we just sacrificed. It keeps the gun feeling snappy enough to handle those different types of gunfights and react to unexpected peaks. You won't be quick scoping like it's a small map respawn mode, but you will absolutely get your scope up fast enough to win those critical long range duels against other snipers and AR players. Now for the fire mod slot, obviously I haven't got it again. You will be putting on the .338 LM over pressured rounds. This is the final piece of the damage puzzle, the catalyst that ties it all together. This mod works in perfect harmony with the barrel to guarantee that one-shot headshot potential at literally any range. Plus, as an added bonus, it adds even more bullet velocity, making this weapon feel incredibly crisp and responsive. The feeling of hitting your shots with this combination is just sublime. And finally, for our fifth and final attachment, we will be using the Amrita Fast Mag in Warzone, especially in squad based modes. Getting caught while reloading is a death sentence. We've all been there. You get a great knock but your mag is empty and their teammate swings on you while you're stuck in a painfully long reload animation. This mag cuts down our reload time significantly, letting you get back in the fight faster after a down, a first or even a miss. It keeps you ready for that critical next engagement, which is often just as important as landing the first shot. For the sniper rifle with a build, it's only half of the equation. You are a sitting duck if you can't handle yourself when the fight gets up close and personal. For pushing buildings, rotating through tight alleyways, or just dealing with an aggressive player who gets the drop on you, you need a solid, reliable submachine gun. The one that feels like the perfect dance partner for the Hawker. This is the C9 SMG. It's had a recent buff that this has now become incredibly reliable and surprisingly versatile. It's a fantastic all-arounder that perfectly covers the close range weakness of a slow handling sniper rifle. So for the C9, we start with the long barrel. The long barrel. This is super important for an SMG in Warzone as it stretches out the damage range, making the gun deadly not just when you're right in an enemy's face, but out to that crucial 15 to 20 meter range where so many decisive fights go down. It gives you the confidence to challenge players who thinks they are just outside your effective range. So next, we use the compensator on the muzzle to tame that recoil. This is super important for an SMG in Warzone as it stretches out the damage range. Hold on. A compensator on the muzzle to tame that recoil. The best part about the C9 is how ridiculously consistent it feels, and this attachment just turns it into an absolute laser beam. It allows you to confidently challenge anyone up close, knowing that your shots are going to land exactly where you're aiming, which lets you maximise its fast time to kill. Then you're going to need the Extended Mag 2 this is also a non-negotiable attachment to have. We have all lost a gunfight, and we know we should have won. We know we should have won, simply because we've run out of bullets. In solos, it's frustrating. In duos, trios, or quads, it's game-ending. This magazine gives you the ammunition capacity to deal with multiple enemies without having to duck out and reload, allowing you to stay aggressive and press your advantage. For the stock, mobility is everything in close quarters combat. You have to be quick, evasive, and hard to hit. That's why a stock that boosts your sprint speed and your ADS movement speed is the only play. It lets you be aggressive, slippery target when you need to be strafing and sliding while maintaining currency. It turns maintaining accuracy. It turns a 50-50 fight into a 70-30 in your favour. So I'm guessing it's gonna be balanced stock. That's probably what it will be. Pairing the C9 build with the Hawker HX just covers all your bases. You have total, undeniable control at any distance, and a fast, reliable, and mobile weapon for everything else. This combination patches up any and all holes in your loadout, so you can take every single fight with the utmost confidence. My recommended perks are the veteran perk, which increases equipment resistance and long range weapon handling, so it increases hold breath, so you have more time to breathe in and actually shoot. So for the sprinter, for perk 2, I chose sprinter for mine, as it improves sprinting and movement. Obviously you can use tactical sprint, but you can also reload while tactical sprinting. Reduce penalties for movement when reloading and using equipment. For my third one, I just like tempered perk because it improves armor and it takes 2 instead of 3. But I think it's more powerful, like it's more durable with tempered. But yeah. So next up we've got the settings. I think this is mainly for controller players. It's if you have the loadout but not the right settings, it won't matter. This is where we separate like the good players from the truly unstoppable ones. First, let's talk about trigger discipline. This is all mental. It's about fighting that primal impulse to shoot every single person the second you see them. You have to cultivate patience. Don't just sit there hard scoping a lane. Your glint is a massive flashing shoot me sign for the entire lobby pretty much. A good rhythm is to scope in, scan potential targets for a few seconds, scope out, and re-zoom back in to have a look again. Only hold your breath the instant you are ready to fire. You're hunting for high percentage shots. A player standing perfectly still, someone peeking the same corner for the third time, or an enemy who is completely distracted by another team, only go for headshots when they are clear and available. Spamming body shots just wastes your ammo and broadcasts your exact location to the entire lobby. And most importantly, you must accept that you are going to miss shots. It happens to everyone. Don't get tilted. Don't let one miss lead to 3 more. Just reposition, take a breath, wait for the perfect opportunity. The best snipers are defined by the shots they don't take. Positioning is a huge part of the sniper mindset. Always play the high ground if you possibly can. A rooftop or a tall ridge line gives you a massive advantage in vision and cover. Use your map knowledge to anticipate where teams will rotate based on the circle and set up a devastating ambush. Maybe pop a UAV to get more information where an enemy is, or try and bait an enemy into peeking a window, and then if they peek the window, you've got yourself a clean shot. Now it's time for the settings. This is more for the controllers. These specific tweaks will make your aim feel stickier, more responsive and way more precise. First, it's recommended to turn off controller vibration, as it messes up your fine motor control and it will throw your aim off at the worst possible moment. Next, your core aiming settings. If you change your aim response curve type to dynamic, this is a secret for many top players. Standard feels a bit sluggish and linear can feel too raw and inconsistent, whereas dynamic gives you fine control for tiny adjustments by having a slower initial stick movement, but it ramps up for quick 180 degree turns, which is the best of both worlds and works beautifully with aim assist. For your sense, this is personal, so it's whatever you want it, but most pros run lower than you think. Don't crank it to 2020. A great starting point for both horizontal and vertical sensitivity is between 1.6 and 1.85. The real secret for sniping though is the ADS sensitivity multiplier. The default of 1 is way too fast for making precise adjustments on a distant target. Drop it to somewhere between 0.75 and 0.9. This slows your aim down significantly only while you're scoped in, letting you make those tiny micro adjustments for a perfect headshot. You can even set custom sensitivities for each zoom level, keeping it nice and low for your high power sniper scope. And finally, check your dead zones. You want to set them as low as you possibly can without getting strict drift. So if you go to your settings, set up your right stick minimum to 0 and see if your view moves on its own. If it does, increase it by 1 all the way until it stops. So increase it by 1, still moves. Increase it by 1 again, see if it still moves. And if it doesn't, you found the right dead zone. Setting the minimum as low as possible and the maximum to 99 can make your aim feel incredibly responsive. These little changes really add up to a huge difference in your shot-to-shot consistency. Now, let me queue up and get into a game. Obviously I haven't got the attachments, so it's gonna be a bit different because I haven't got said attachments as I have covered. But we'll see how the weapons go without any attachments and see if it's different. I'll be back. Right, I am back. In game, I've got a few kills already, and I've got a loadout drop in the bottom right, so let's give this a little try.
Loadout drop headed your way.
There we go, that one. So you can see I've got my C9 and my Hawker. Let's see if I can go find some people. I know I've just seen someone, but I have no clue where he's disappeared to. And I've got to run into the circle. And they've got... What? They got rid of... Because I play casual because... I admit, I'm not the best at the game. But I play casual because obviously it's a mix between bots and actual players. But they've removed the solos option, so now you have to play quads. But no one wanted to join. No one actually. I didn't get put in a quad, so I'm just playing on my own. So this game isn't going to take this game is not going to be quick, not going to be long. There's a couple people, one person. Oh, I missed. That was a nice headshot. But we need to find someone which has armour to see the actual potential of this hawker on its own without any attachments. Oh shit. Oh, there you go, there's a person there. Let's give this C9 a try. Shit. Yeah, it's not long. It's not that good for close range. Obviously, you need to have your you need to have the attachments on there. I missed my shot. Oh no, there's a person sniping on top of the stadium. I mean, one shot crack, one shot down. Dead. I didn't put on XP. Get a couple more kills in, and then I will come back later in the game. Yeah, it's one shot crack. See what headshot is. Oh shit. The one shot headshot. Even on its own. Let me get a few more kills and then let me get into someplace safe. And then I will stop the recording and then come back in later on. A quick story as well. I stopped playing Call of Duty a while back. But I don't know what, I've just been recently back. I've been back into it so much recently. Pardon me. Where is everyone? Come on, people. Where are yous? You watch, I'm going to go on top of the stadium and I'm going to get absolutely murdered. But, stadium is also a good sniping spot. As well as them little towers. They're pretty good sniping spots as well, actually. Let's have a go. Oh, I missed. Cracked. Killed. Not bad. When did you get there? Quickly do a funny moment. Oh. I was gonna drop him. I'm gonna grenade finish him off the stadium roof. Oh shit. Oh, there's someone sniping me. He's probably got a better sniper shot than me.
Swapping back.
No idea where he is. Whoa!
dropping into the area. Watch the skies. There goes their armor.
He's down. He's down.
Loading new mag. They're on me. Reinforcing armor. They almost had it.
Shot the rock. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gas is inbound. Marking new sector.
Oh, I died.
Gulag is your last
I'm in the
chance.
gulag.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Just go away.
Fight is ready. Be ready. You're next.
I'm just going to record the rest of this gameplay. Where is he? Right, I'm back in. Got loot. Oh, there's someone up there. Oh shit, it was too small. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna record the rest of this gameplay. Hopefully I get my class back as well. Shit, there's someone coming after me. Bye. The first good sniper class I found was a recon with some attachments. Where is he? Where is it?
There goes their armor. Changing mags. Incoming fire.
Sniped. From two persons. I've died.
One of 25 remain.
Well, that's no good, is it? So, there you have it. The build, the secondary, the mindset, and the settings. Also, future me, while editing the video, I forgot to mention that the Hawker HX is good on its own, without any attachments, but with attachments it's better. And for the C9, it's alright without it, but it will be better with the whole attachments. Anyway, back to the video. So there you have it. The build, the secondary, the mindset, and the settings that completely resurrected my sniping game in Warzone. If you're as passionate about sniping as I am, and this guide helped you out, do me a huge favour, drop a like on this video, and if you want more content to help you absolutely dominate in Warzone, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. But seriously though, give this Hawk HX build a try. Take it into the firing range, get a feel for that incredible velocity, and then take it into a real match. Focus on your positioning, really work on that trigger discipline, and take 5 minutes to get those settings dialed in. I promise you, the deep-seated frustration of hit markers will feel like a distant bad memory. This is the most consistent, powerful, and fun I have ever felt while sniping in Warzone, and I know it will do the same for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.